Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well, and apologies if I sound tired. I've just arrived in Japan for a belated honeymoon with my wife and I haven't really slept properly in 24 hours. But anyway, in this video I'm talking about what Wolff has said about his drivers following Lewis Hamilton's win in Barcelona, as well as Mercedes wanting a right of review. So let's start with Lewis Hamilton, and as we know, he dominated the Barcelona Grand Prix. Ferrari brought upgrades to the Barcelona circuit. During the Grand Prix, Hamilton put Mercedes under pressure, and following a late virtual safety car, Hamilton came out ahead of the Mercedes at his final pit stop, and then he just pulled away, winning by around 20 seconds. Now, one thing to note is that Mercedes drivers George Russell and Kimi Antonelli slowed each other up a bit, with them going wheel to wheel, fighting each other for P2, before Antonelli retired with a power unit issue. But with Mercedes finally feeling the pressure from another team this year, Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has suggested it may need to alter its approach going forward, with Wolff saying, as quoted by Racing News 365, George has an unbelievable beginning of the race. It looked like everybody was standing still behind him, but then the pace fell away and the others stinted towards the end of the first. Kimi had the advantage. We didn't interfere in them fighting because that's how we've always raced, but it's a situation we need to look into for the future with both drivers, how to handle a situation where there's a pace differential if we're fighting for a victory or the risk of losing a victory. That's going to be an interesting discussion, but always totally transparent to the best interest of the team. Now make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my Formula 1 content and are kept up to date with F1 news. I've just reached 53,000 subscribers and all your support and lovely comments mean so much to me. Thank you so much for it. So let's move on to Mercedes wanting a right to review. Now, as we know, Mercedes has a horrible Monaco Grand Prix with George Russell. Now, Russell was among drivers who received 5-second time penalties for marginally speeding in the pit lane during the Monaco Grand Prix, and in the case of Russell, he failed to serve his 5-second time penalty correctly at the pit stop, so was handed a drive-through penalty, which saw him drop out of the points when he was on course for a likely podium. Now, Pit Gasly was also done for marginal speeding during the Monaco Grand Prix. However, he did not pit to serve them, so they were added to his time at the end of the Grand Prix, so he fell from 3rd to 7th. However, Alpine demanded a right to review, provided evidence that Monaco's pit lane distance was incorrect, and the stewards regarded this evidence as a significant and relevant new element, so Gasly's penalties were rescinded and he ended up getting the podium. And now Mercedes have requested a right of review from the FIA of the results of the Monaco Grand Prix after Alpine won their appeal, with Wolff telling Sky Sports F1, "We wrote to the FIA for a right of review as well. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is a realistic outcome because you open up a can of worms. Normally, if you have a drive-through penalty and you don't do it, it's 20 seconds added after the race, and those 20 seconds would put George back to P4. But what are all the other consequences? I don't think this will hold with the judges, but we have to do it for George's benefit." But that's going to be the video from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.